you or someone you know are in an abusive relationship, pick up the phone and call 588-9999. There is someone to answer your call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Once again, the number is 588-9999. Don't wait until it's too late to make this call. Thank you, Wayne County, for your continued support. Fairhaven, where the healing begins.
When you have an accident, you, not the insurance company, chooses the body shop, and you only need one estimate. All you have to do is call Jerome Riles at B&C Collision Center in downtown Scriven to deal with the adjusters and insurance company. Whether it's a little ding or a major crash, that B&C Collision Center across from Waz and Cabinet Shop in Scriven deal with the insurance company so you don't have to. Call them at 579-2274. That's 579-2274.
This is Bill Parker with Parker Insurance and Realty, your locally owned and operated independent insurance agency. We specialize in home, auto, commercial, ATV, motorcycle, and boat insurance. Being an independent agency, we have the ability to find you the best price available to suit your insurance need. At Parker Insurance and Realty, we can help you package your insurance or find the specialty insurance required to get you covered. We are your source for any real estate needs, whether buying or selling, we can help you. Give us a call today so we can discuss your insurance or real estate needs. Parker Insurance and Realty, 265 South Macon Street, 427-9345. That's 427-9345.
If you're looking for the best-looking truck on the road today, stop the search and come to Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear. Drive, push, tow, or haul your trade, and we'll give you top money for it. We will give you $10,000 off on selected new 2015 Ford F-150s at Mike Butch Ford, or save you thousands at 0% interest for 60 months. 2015 Ford F-150s, save up to $10,000 or finance at 0% for 60 months. Come to the house, good service built. Buy a new Ford and get free oil and filter changes during your 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Timmy Rozier, Joey Lee, Gerald Stone, Bart Duncan, Tracy Ross, or Randy Williamson are ready to help you. Remember, $10,000 off for 0% for 60 months on selected 2015 Ford F-150s. This is Santa Dixon saying thank you. Thank you very much for your business. Stop the search and come to Mike Butch Ford or go to MikeButchFord.com and shop till you drop.
And good morning. You're listening to the Big Dog Football Friday, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. 7 minutes after 8 o'clock on this 30th day of October. Looking for beautiful skies today, sunny skies today, high today near 80 for Football Friday night. Partly cloudy tonight, low of 51 degrees. So a good-looking Football Friday here in Southeast Georgia. And the Omaha River level is at 6 feet and falling. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by B&C Collision Center in Scriven. Also brought to you by Jessup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, Parker Insurance and Realty on Macon Street in downtown Jessup, and Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear. And Bob, we've got a couple of special guests this morning here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
Yes, everybody knows it's Halloween weekend, and a lot of trick-or-treaters will be out, but there's an alternative at JC Stadium put on by a lot of area churches here. It's called Hope Fest, and Gary Johnson and other special guests in to talk about it. And Gary, I'll let you introduce your guests with it and tell us what's taking place at JC Stadium on Saturday.
Well, this is Deborah Evers. She's from Turning Point, and we have been playing a lot of stuff for this coming Friday, or this coming Saturday, for Hope Fest. It's going to be a lot of fun. Last year's was a great success, and look forward to doing this Hope Fest and impacting a lot of people.
What times does it begin on Saturday?
It'll begin from 6. It'll begin at 6 and go to 9 o'clock.
And what all will be taking place? Is at the football field, is that correct?
Yes, it'll be at the JC Stadium. We're going to have a lot of carnival-style games, but a lot of candy. We're also going to have a horse and carriage ride. We're going to have a fun house, and we're going to have, I know popcorn and drinks and just a lot of other things go along with it.
Any charge at all?
Everything is free.
How many churches are involved in this Hope Fest?
We have 10 churches right now.
10 churches in Wayne County involved in this. So yes. They'll all have a booth set up, or how does it work?
Yes, each church will have their own booth set up, and each church is responsible for that. And we just have a lot of fun with it. This year we are going to have something a little different. We're going to have a stage set up where we can have 3 groups playing, and we'll have some music and MC, and it'll be a lot of fun with that too.
Okay.
This will be live music. Gives the churches an opportunity for the young people to sing, and their bands will be performing. It'll be a good time for them also.
And what kind of age kids are we looking at? From what to what?
All ages.
Yeah, it'll be all ages.
All ages. They dress up like they do for church?
Yes, they'll be dressing up. And as they go from booth to booth, they'll be getting candy, and as they play games, awards for it. It'll be really nice.
Okay, so again, it's this coming Saturday from 6 to 10.
6 to 9.
6 to 9.
6 to
Okay.
9.
JC Stadium.
JC Stadium.
Everyone invited.
Everyone's invited.
Okay.
How did this concept come up? You said it did last year. Last year, the first year they did it?
Last year was their first year, and it was a phenomenal success. It was overwhelming at times.
A lot of kids, I guess.
Yes, a lot of kids.
Expect this year will be even greater. I think we'll have a lot better turnout than we did last year as well. So, and hearing it on the street as well, people are excited about coming. So I think it'll be great.
Okay, and it's called Hope Fest.
Hope Fest.
Yes.
6 to 9, JC Stadium, everybody invited, carnival games, candy, good environment, safe place.
Safe alternative to being on the street, yeah.
Okay, well, I appreciate y'all coming in. I just want to make sure everybody was aware of that opportunity this Saturday at JC Stadium from 6 to 9. And again, take your kids even after trick-or-treating, you can come out there and have a good time at JC Stadium.
Most definitely.
Okay, anything else you want to talk about?
We do have inflatables there that, everything's free again. It'll just be a lot of fun. Don't want to miss it.
That's right.
Okay, well, appreciate y'all coming in.
Thank
Look
you.
forward to the big event. Again, that's Hope Fest, JC Stadium, Saturday night, 6 to 9 p.m. Everybody invited.
Okay, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM. We'll be back with more of the world famous Butch and Bob Show in a minute.
Cool weather, football, and beautiful foliage make fall the best time of the year. But it's never a good time to be out of money. Let First Franklin Financial breathe life into your empty wallet. See your friendly Franklin folks, Crystal, Alicia, and Kathy at 1074 North Macon Street, or give us a call at 912-427-4237. That's 912-427-4237. Or apply online at www.1ffc.com. All loans subject to our liberal credit policy limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial Corporation, NMLSR number 141654. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656. Licensed by the Mississippi Department of Banking and Consumer Finance, and in Louisiana, First Franklin Financial Corporation, Georgia.
12 minutes after 8 o'clock, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. And that's a good alternative for kids to be able to go to tomorrow night, 6 to 9 o'clock at JC Stadium, Hope Fest. And kids can go out there and wear their costumes, get all kinds of good stuff, bounce on the bounce houses, have fun, all free.
Get plenty of candy.
Plenty of candy, all free. Put on by 10 area churches with their booths set up in JC Stadium at JC Stadium tomorrow night for Halloween, 6 to 9 p.m. So run on by there, get some candy, bounce on the houses, have some fun, see a whole bunch of friends, and have some just have a good time. Right. Tomorrow night, 6 to 9 p.m. at JC Stadium. 105.5 FM in just the Big Dog Country Radio, world famous Butch and Bob Show this Football Friday. And good comments by Coach Grooms this morning on senior night. It'll be the last time that these seniors play on Donaldson Metry Field.
Yeah, important time, like I mentioned in the coach show. I've talked to a lot of alumni who remember their senior night vividly. So, again, it's just an important night to be down there with their parents, people that supported them throughout their high school career. So it's just a nice event, nice acknowledgement. So it takes place before the game, and not only the football players, but the band, the cheerleaders, flag corps. If you're involved in Friday night, any shape, way, or form,
Right.
you're recognized with your parent tonight on the field. So just a nice event.
Okay. And that'll be before the game, so get there early so you can see these seniors. Go ahead and get in your seat hopefully by 7, because I'm sure they'll do between 7 and 7:15, somewhere along there. And the game will kick off at 7:30 tonight. Very important game for the Wayne County Yellow Jackets, either 3rd or 4th seed. And being that 4th seed means you go play a powerful team, right?
We'll play Mary Parsons. We wind up number 4. We know that for a fact. Mary Parsons ranks 5th in the state undefeated, so I think we're trying to avoid that.
Definitely.
As I said, though, if it comes to that, then we'll just go play them.
Right.
We played the BCs and the Camdens and everybody else. So, like Jody says in the coach show, we're not going to be intimidated. It's going to line up and play. And plus, we have 2 weeks to get ready. So, but I think this 3rd seed is the better seed. I don't think the other teams in that region are that strong. So, hopefully, we can get a 3 seed and hopefully make a run in this state playoffs. Jody's got a great saying, you don't have to be the best team. You just have to be the best team that night. If you win that Friday night, you move on. So it's surviving advantage. You don't have to play everybody in the bracket. You just got to play the team you line up against. So a lot of teams have gone into 4 seeds and 3 seeds and gone on to win state titles. So it can be done. Just a matter of taking one game at a time and putting your best effort forward. But hopefully we can get Burke tonight. Listen, we play spoiler tonight. Burke still has a shot at the title, but if they lose tonight, they're definitely out. So we can play spoiler against them, and we can also win the number 3 seed. They played spoiler against us several times, so they've been a thorn in our side until last year. So should be a fun game, should be a hard-hitting game, and hopefully a good crowd for senior night, and hopefully we can get that number 3 seed and move on to the state playoffs in a couple weeks, 2 weeks from tonight. Next week's an open night for Wayne County.
Okay. Who will more likely be the top seed in our region?
Well, like I said, it's up for grabs right now.
Up for grabs?
Thompson is going to be undefeated going to next week's game against Burke. And I said if Burke wins tonight, then Burke still has a chance to win the title if they beat Thompson. So Liberty's sitting at 1 loss as well. Could be a 3-way tie between those 3. So it all depends on what happens with these next 2 weeks.
Okay. All right, Wayne County, Burke County tonight. Kickoff at 7:30. All our coverage begins at 5 o'clock right here on 105.5 FM. Goes all the way to midnight. The pregame and game itself can be heard on 105.5 FM, also on our website at bigdogcountry.com, and on our free app that you can download from your favorite app store. Just type in Big Dog WIFO, Big Dog WIFO, download that free app, and you can listen to the pregame and game on it also. All right, Bob, as you said yesterday on the world-famous Butch and Bob show, Georgia Southern had no problem with Texas State.
Good bounce back game for the Eagles. And they got their running game going early and just kept on rolling. So 37-13 was the final.
Okay, so go Georgia Southern Eagles, big victors last night. And the Patriots just seem to be on automatic.
Just punched their ticket to the Super Bowl. They're going. Brady's ticked off, and Brady's the best quarterback in the league, and Brady's putting up 35 points against everybody he plays. So
just lighten it up, isn't he? Lighten it up.
He'll be there to get the trophy from the commissioner.
Okay.
Just book it.
All right. Is this a fully inflated trophy? Is the crystal trophy fully inflated?
I'm just telling you. I don't understand it. Still don't understand that story.
I know. It's amazing. Everybody doesn't understand it, but everybody has talked about it for almost not quite a year yet, for about 10 months or about 8 months. It's amazing.
Why they want to tarnish. I mean, he is the face of the NFL. He is the star quarterback. He is the best quarterback in the NFL. He might be the best quarterback to ever play the game for us. All of a sudden, the States wants to play 10 more years.
Isn't that amazing? And what I like to see him, he had played all these years. He's won these Super Bowls. He's won heaven knows how many games, but he still has that passion of a young player out there on the field. When he does something good, or when his teammates does something good or scores a touchdown, he still has that youthful enthusiasm out there on the field, and it has that competitive spirit in him like you wouldn't believe. And I like seeing that in a guy that's been around for a long time and doesn't have such success.
Just think what he did if he had star players around him. I mean, his best player is his tight end, Gronkowski, but he doesn't have a deep receiving threat, doesn't have a star running back. I mean, he does it. He just makes other people around him. He's dealing with an offensive line as a bunch of rookies, including Wayne County's Trey Jackson. So it's just amazing what the Patriots are doing. But you ticked off Mr. Brady. Mr. Brady's out to send a message, and he's sent out a message so far in 7 straight weeks. He's putting up 35 points a game and blowing people away. And I'm telling you, if I'm in Vegas, I'm betting on the Patriots to win.
You're betting on the Patriots, huh? All right, if you were in Vegas.
Because Tom Brady is on a mission.
Okay. Well, this whipped up on the Dolphins last night, and so they'll have off this weekend. What do the Falcons and Jags do this weekend?
The Jaguars are off. The
Jaguars are off.
Falcons are taking on Tampa Bay.
That's right, at home. So that game can be heard starting at 12 noon on Sunday, right here on 105.5 FM with kickoff at 1 o'clock. The Falcons and the Buccaneers here on the Big Dog.
I'm glad the Jaguars are off because CBS has got Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. So that's good for me.
Okay, so you get to see that.
Get to see the Steelers. At least that's what the guide says. They could change it.
All right.
But if they change it, I'll be calling TOC. Yelling and screaming. But right now they say it's going to be the Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game at 1 o'clock on CBS. So that's good.
Yeah, I guess they had to pick up a game since the Jacks weren't playing. And, we carry the Falcons right here on 105.5 FM. And a lot of folks wonder, well, why does Fox in Savannah carry the Carolina Panthers and not the Atlanta Falcons? Well, that station is actually licensed over in South Carolina, Hardyville. So because of that, under NFL rules, they have to carry the Carolina Panthers. And so that's the reason why they carry the Carolina Panthers on the Fox station in the Savannah market.
Sad.
Good for us, but except for the folks who want to watch it, huh?
Sad for Falcon fans.
Yeah, no, but that's the reason why their tower just happened. Their license actually over in Hardyville, and because of that, and the Carolina Panthers have that right there in for South Carolina. That's the reason why. All right, so the Falcons at high noon, starting at 12 o'clock right here on 105.5 FM on Sunday, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Georgia Southern, of course, played last night, so that won't be happening this weekend. What about Tech? What are they doing this weekend?
They're at Virginia.
At Virginia, taking on the Cavaliers tomorrow. What time is that kickoff? Do you know?
I haven't seen what time.
Yeah, what time that kickoff is?
Knows.
Yeah, we got to know because we'll have it on AM 1370 The Buzz tomorrow.
If I had to guess, it's a 3:30 game, but that's just my guess.
Just your guess? Okay. All right. Well, we got to take, if you have any questions or comments or anything at all that you'd like for us, Bob and I, to know about here at the station, all you got to do is text us at 912-427-3711. Someone just texted in that said, great crowd at the business after hours last night at Wayne Memorial Hospital, sponsored by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce there. And it was a good crowd, great tent set up, had the red and had the Georgia, Florida, business after hours tailgate party there, and had the red and black balloons set up. Going in, you could either enter under that, or you could enter under the blue and orange balloons, whichever one you wanted to do. And they had a great spread there, all kinds of finger foods and iced tea and lemonade and that kind of stuff.
The cake was very good.
Cake was really good, yeah. So all kinds of finger food. So good job put on by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce and Wayne Memorial Hospital on that Georgia, Florida business after hours in the parking lot there under the tent. And the weather was fantastic. The sun was setting behind the pine trees, felt good out there. And it was just a great day. Someone just said, sad to say, Georgia announced last night a quarterback change to, what was that guy's name? Bata.
That's the word. That's what I keep hearing. I don't know if it's official.
And he's a redshirt freshman? Sophomore?
I can't remember what year.
What he is? All right. Sad to say, Georgia announced a change of quarterback last night. Bata, quarterback Saturday.
Quarterback. I mean, that's been the noise all week that there's going to be a change. Rick hasn't really come out and said yay or nay, but he hasn't really given out no endorsement for Grayson. So we'll see on Saturday.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens down there on Saturday. Just like throwing a guy in the fire at the Georgia-Florida game there. All right, well, we'll see. Just hoping for a Georgia victory down there. And we'll see what happens tomorrow at 3:30 there, down there at Everbank Field. Big game down there, Bob. You got your Georgia cap on. You got a Georgia shirt on. Got all that red and black ready to go down there and cheer the Bulldogs on, right?
I'm ready. I'm just scared to death, though. I said,
don't be scared, Bob. Don't be scared.
I have. Maybe it'll work out. Last year, I wasn't down there just confidence all get out. They were going to blow out Florida. Mm-hmm. And we saw what happened last year. So this year, I'm going down scared to death, and maybe it'll turn out to be good news for Georgia. So, but I don't understand the quarterback change at this point, but time will tell. If you look at his stats, he's the third most proficient quarterback in the SEC. I mean, they had to drop ball in Tennessee. They win that game. Everybody knows we just got whipped by Alabama, so I don't see why they're panicking at this point going into the biggest game of the year. But whatever. There's a lot of pressure on Mark Richt to win this game. A lot of rumblings in Athens that, they don't want another 8-4 season. They won an SEC East title. Hadn't had one since, 2005. So it's been 10 years since they've been to the title game. So just a lot of pressure on Mr. Richt to find a way to win.
Okay, someone just texted in to us that Bata is a junior. He's a lot like Tebow. He'd rather run over you than throw the ball. So that's what they're saying, is that he's like Tebow, that he'd rather run over you than throw the ball.
I heard he can't throw a lick. That's what he got recently there. I mean, I say it's like Ramsey. I mean, that's not their forte. That's why Schottenheimer went out and got a pro style quarterback can throw the ball down the field. So I don't understand it, but we'll see how it plays out. Yeah. Alabama did this in midstream, blew up in their face at Ole Miss. So we'll see how it goes with
Yes,
Georgia.
it did.
But like I said, you can just tell all week long. The Tuesday press conference got very testy. The pressure or the questions can continue to be about the quarterback situation. How's the quarterback situation? What's the quarterback play? What's your assessment? And Coach Rick just refused to answer most of the questions. So then the rumors got out that all three quarterbacks were taking reps with the number one team, and Baltar was getting most of them. So they started asking him on Wednesday, is there going to be a quarterback change? And again, he just avoided the question and just said that, everybody's job's on the line. Everybody's, going week to week for their starting job. So, but, I think Paul Feinbaum showed yesterday was the first report that there was going to be a quarterback change at the Georgia-Florida game. And now it's getting pretty much confirmed by a lot of people in Athens. So time will tell. Game time's right around the corner, 3:30. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, it says here on CBS Sports that Bata is their third-string quarterback most of the season, but his running ability offers Georgia an opportunity to spark an offense that has failed to score a touchdown in this last time out against Missouri. It's possible that Bata's availability is a bit of gamemanship from Rick in his first meetings against a Jim McElwain coached Florida team. So that was last night. I guess you can kind of read from it what you want, because this was at 12:10 last night or early this morning. But, we'll see.
Until I hear Rick say it, I'm just holding reservations. I've yet to hear Mark Rick say there's going to be a quarterback change.
Yeah, I'm still looking here to see if anything is said on here. More than that.
But he's been very evasive when they've asked him point blank, is Grayson going to start?
Well, it could be just, who does Florida defend for? They throw against like a long, efficient passer, or they defend against a runner. I mean, so maybe that's what he's doing. He's just trying to say, all right, you're going to have to go to try to defense against who you don't know. You don't know who it's going to be. It's going to be a runner, or it's going to be a passer. It's going to be a combination of both. What? We'll see. But it's tomorrow down there in Jacksonville. We'll find out. But let's hope that Grayson Lambert starts. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe this is something Rick's doing just to kind of throw everybody off with gamemanship. Who's going to be? You going to defend against a runner or a passer? Or maybe he just hasn't made his mind up totally yet. I mean, it could change between now and 3:30 tomorrow. He just don't know. He's got that option. And I didn't think that quarterback from Camden was that great of a passer.
He's not. That's why they get. That's why
they got in Grayson, right?
We said it from the beginning. If you got everything in your kitchen to prepare the meal, you don't have to go to the grocery store. If you're missing something, you got to go to the grocery store to get it. Georgia had a quarterback situation where they had nobody who could throw the ball down the field. Mm-hmm. So they went and got a 6'5" quarterback who's a pro-style quarterback who can throw it a country mile. He showed it in the Tennessee game. Unfortunately, the receiver dropped the ball. Yep. I tell people all the time, if he catches that ball, Grayson throws for 335, he's player of the week in the SEC. And Georgia's sitting pretty, one loss just like Florida did. The only game they laid an egg on is the Alabama game, and we just lined up and got whipped, and everybody agrees that Alabama could have beat 5 NFL teams that day. So I don't understand the panic. I don't understand why he's taking such criticism. He's the most criticized quarterback that I've ever seen in the history of University of Georgia. Don't understand it. I wish they get this story right, though. He didn't transfer from Virginia because he lost his job. He transferred from Virginia because he graduated in 3 years and had the option to go where he wanted to go. That's the story. He wanted out of Virginia. How's Virginia doing? They doing a good year?
No.
They've already benched that quarterback.
Yes.
So guess what? When the season's over, they fire their coach.
Yes, they will.
He made a dumb decision. So,
well, the 2016 season's out for Georgia for next year. We start off in Atlanta on September 3rd against North Carolina. Was that be that Chick-fil-A Kickoff Classic, I think.
Classic, right?
Yeah.
You had a chance to buy tickets for that game. Plus, you get a ticket there. George Dome's hosting one of those final games, so you had an opportunity to get all those tickets. I know a lot of people did that, went ahead and bought those tickets, and they got tickets for that one of those championship games in a couple of years.
North Carolina there, and then September, Nicholas State. Well, there's a victory. Then at Missouri, at Ole Miss, then home against Tennessee, then at South Carolina, home against Vanderbilt, Georgia, Florida on the 29th of October next year, at Kentucky, home against Auburn, home against Louisiana Lafayette, and then home against Georgia Tech next year.
And the year after that, they're headed to South Bend.
They are, huh? South Bend. What a game that's going to be a couple of years. All right, Bob, any other comments or anything this morning? Just say, go Dogs. What else?
Just go Dogs. Like I said,
Dogs.
hopefully Grayson Lambert's on the field. That's all I got to say.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll see some of them out there, and we'll see what happens. All right, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup.